The main reason why I believe that the Quran is the final revelation of God is because I believe that it contains content that only God could have known. You guys obviously agree, because I believe in 2 Peter it actually says explicitly that everything that is prophetic and spoken from a prophet is going to be initially from the Holy Spirit, right? That's written in 2 Peter. So if there is prophetic content and so on and so forth, according to you guys, it's going to be coming from God. Why don't you guys believe that the Quran is the final revelation of God?
Yeah, and I actually almost agree with you. So the miracle of the Quran is that Muhammad is like illiterate, but he gets all these things right? And I don't want to talk about the theology that he gets right or, morals that he gets right. I want to talk about the stories of the prophets, because the Quran is 6,000 plus verses, and it contains 1,100 verses about stories of the prophets. That's a whole 1/6 of the Quran, meaning if he gets any of those 1/6 of the Quran stories wrong, then he's not a prophet, right? And so, for example, in 12 verse 3, this is the chapter of Joseph. Allah is saying, before this, Muhammad, you didn't know anything about the story of Joseph. And then he reveals 98 verses in detail about Joseph. And he closes this chapter in verse 111 by saying, this is a confirmation of the previous scriptures and a detailed explanation of all things. So it's a confirmation also in its details. And so I read the 98 verses, but then when I go and I search the Torah's version of Joseph, I find incredible amounts of differences, and they're irreconcilable too. Sometimes it's like, oh, maybe he was this age, and they're irreconcilable. And there's 944 differences just in those 98 verses of Joseph. And to me,